Well, the name Parker is obviously well known in France. Theo's got a bigger frame than Tony, but sometimes you squint and you see the jumper from afar.
You got the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Now here's MP. Beyond the arc. And Paris, another triple.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Zadirko outside. MP
for three. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Pass to Brisebois. Shoots over Dumont. Brisebois, no good. Here's MP.
9 points in the game.
Elich, covered by Brisebois. And here's MP from the arc.
Good on the three-point shot.
Another basket for them. They really have come out blazing here in the first.
Now here's Barrow.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
Now here's Barrow. Pass to Parker.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Making the defense collapse on him. That's what Parker does.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Both good at the line.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle. Nice job by Bourgeois, getting to his spot and getting exactly what he wanted.
to the left side wing.
Back to MP.
Drains the three-pointer.
He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
Barrow outside.
And that one good.
Barrow showing his fight near the hoop. Nice trip down the floor from Marseille.
Pass to Ahern. MP. And Paris, another triple.
When you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point, the youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Now here's Brisebois.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game.
His presence as a scorer has a calming effect for them. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's MP.
21 points in the game.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Ball on the wing. Ahern with the rebound. And it's Paris with the ball.
It's a 10-point game.
And here's MP from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Elish.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead.
Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city, obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten...
Oh, with the steal.
So both teams making some changes here. Quarter number 2, and we're just about a minute in. Here's MP for 3.
Valois with the rebound. Brisebois outside.
The left wing. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Outside Elish. MP on the wing.
Drops in the tray.
And you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Ball, no good. And now Paris on the break. Here's MP for 3. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Dupont, covered by MP. Back to Dupont. Harris grabs the miss. MP outside. Monsieur. And stolen by Brisebois. Here's Dupont. Yep, count it.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont the egg. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim for the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
He can time his passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Ahern on the wing. MP. And Paris, another triple.
Unselfish play by Ahern. If your shot isn't there, you got to give it away.
Now here's Barrow. He's covered by Ahern. And that one's good. Dumont.
A heads-up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the bucket for an easy 2.
Pass to Illich. Back to MP. Now Portier. Ahern on the wing. MP. Another 3 for Paris.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponent and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Here's Brisebois. Harris grabs the miss. MP outside.
The 3.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Outside Dupont. Pass to Brisebois.
To halt the run.
Dumont.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Opening a huge gap. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
If you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be, but basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Marcino.
Brisebois, guarded by Dumont. Barrow outside.
Here's the 3. A rebound by Zadirko.
And here's Paris. Pass to MP. And here's Ahern. Back to MP.
Shoots the 3.
Another 3 for Paris.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Around the basket is where DuPont really excels.
Pass to Ahern. Back to MP.
For 3. The three-pointer is on target.
Boy, he loves getting looks like that from three-point range. No one near him.
And here's Brisebois.
Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 6.
Barrow.
And a miss there on the triple.
MP outside. Illich. Back to MP.
Takes the 3.
They get it back.
Zadirko, good.
Well, defensively, I mean, you got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Pass to Dupont. Back to Bourgeois.
Parker cans it from downtown.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And here's MP from the arc.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
After the 3 on the other end, you had to know MP was itching to hit a 3 of his own.
And so it's Marseille with it. Brisebois outside.
To the middle.
Here's Barrow. Ahern with the rebound. Now here's MP, defended by Bourgeois. And here's MP from the arc, rebounded by Brisebois.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Down low. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Strong work inside by Brisebois. Even though he's just about 6 feet tall, he's confident attacking from inside.
And here's MP from the arc.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Elich the block.
Well, there's Bogey bogging down the offensive attack with that block.
3 on the clock.
Barrow shot is off. What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not the lack of effort. Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
Barrow outside. Over Ahern.
The rebound by Zadirko.
MP outside.
Goes up at the stripe. Not gonna go that time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Delivering the blow.
Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC. Pass to Portier. MP. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
I don't care how far from the bucket he is, you have to have a man on him. He's just too good from long range.
Back to Brisebois.
Misses from close range. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Pass to MP. Here's Vasseur.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Here's Portier for 3. They get it back. Now here's MP. Stolen by Dupont. Now Parker. Outside Bourgeois. Back to Dupont. Nice D from Portier.
A credit to D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable in the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him and didn't allow him to space he needed to get a good shot off.
Players at this level you just cannot give an inch to.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Pass to DuPont.
And here's Parker. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
He's done a ton to help this team, but he needs to do even more if they're going to have a chance to come back.
Bourgeois with it. Now guarded by MP. Brisebois outside. Bourgeois, that's good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Pass to Portier. Back to MP.
Takes the three.
And the rebound goes to Marseille basketball. Now DuPont.
Hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Goodness, it's the Eagle, Louis DuPont, making him look silly.
Blanchet, covered by Brisebois.
And here's MP from the arc. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
You can't just leave him open like that, especially from long range.
To the paint, Parker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
Vasseur picks one up.
Well, Parker deals with plenty of physical defense, but he can throw it out too.
And he's good on the second.
Not as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Out to the left wing.
MP, guarded by DuPont.
And here's MP from the arc. Doesn't go for him.
Here's Marseille with the ball. There's Barrow with the three.
Buries it from three-point range.
Spacing out the floor, Marseille is a better team when Barrow is burying triples.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And that's out of bounds. Paris will retain possession. Pass to Portier. Good, and Leduc gets the assist.
So good at measuring the defense. If you're too far away from Portier, he's going to be ready to fire.
Barrow outside. The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EBA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I mean, to even qualify for the EBA tourney was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season. And now they've done it. Dwayne Graves, MP, they've worked together. They've led this team further than anyone could have imagined.
And for Paris FC, with a trip to the EBA tourney in hand, who knows how far they can go.
I would not bet against them at this point, no matter who the opponent is.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EBA championships?
It feels incredible!
Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there, I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're gonna get a lot more.
Win. But right now I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, nothing too drastic. But If you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round, bro.
Things are really moving fast, huh?
They are. Yeah, this is a crazy time in life for NBA prospects. So much is up in the air and things change drastically.
Not if you're an NBA kid. I feel like half the league has a dad who went pro. Sometimes I wish I had those advantages, man.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you. Plus, there's plenty of NBA kids who don't get a whiff of the pros. I mean, genes only take you so far.
Gotta earn it at this level, right?
That's right. And look at it this way. Coming from Vermont, growing up around that diner, that gave you a work ethic and put a chip on your shoulder that'll take you as far as you'll let it.
Sky's the limit.
It truly is. But first, you got to take down Istanbul basketball. And you only got one shot to do it. Single elimination.
Come on, Austin. You know that's what I live for? That kind of thing excites me.
Okay, so you're not nervous?
Nah. You train hard so the game is easy. Pierre told me that on my first day of practice, and I think he's right. There's nothing that can happen in this game that I haven't already put myself through 10 times over on a random Wednesday. Look, I'm ready, and I promise you we're gonna win. You want some water?
Please.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament, the most experienced, strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Well, tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP,
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul Basketball?
I've watched the game tape on them. I know they've got some quality players, but I've played against some of the best players across the world in multiple countries. And I'm confident my game is better. This is what you spend all those hours in the gym for, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hier, bitte. Ich habe eine Frage.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul basketball. I'm Blake Zuniga, along with Tim Sports and Brian Beneficeni. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
And what a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Kaya up top.
Shot clock at 6. The 3.
Harris grabs the miss. Ahern outside. MP. That falls.
Check my channel for Discord and Instagram. Please like, comment and share and subscribe please, and thank you. Have a good night.
Nice feed that time from Ahern. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
And out of bounds, Paris will take it.
Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far.
And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. I mean, over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around. Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about him. And now he's a force.
And Paris making a change here.
First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. Cranes the 19-footer.
There's no shortage of moxie to Yilmaz's game. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets his hands on the ball.
Istanbul with the ball.
Yeah, 4-point game. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Pass to Portier. He's over Guval. And it's Ganesh with the rebound.
But he should thank him for that miss. Not many can argue Guven is the star of this Istanbul side, arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guven isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
Now here's Dumal.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 5. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Enjoy.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EVA Championship game gets underway. One of the things you always love about the EVA Championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
Kaya. And it's MP with the rebound. Paris with the lead.
Let's go with a 3.
Another 3 for Paris.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen... Plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it. A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's guarded. Move the ball around.
And no good.
Outside Toprak.
The 3 is up.
It's hauled in by Paris.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. Really left alone that time.
Zero hesitation from MP. I love seeing the confidence.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
And Guven gets it to go.
We know Guven is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Guven to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
Bangs home the trifecta.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by... accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Now here's MP.
14 points, their largest lead in the game. To the paint. And the powerful one-hand slam.
That's a long-distance trip for Yilmaz from the floor to the rim, but he makes it look easy out there.
Here's MP for 3. Connects from three-point range.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
Back to Guven.
The 3. The tray.
And it's MP with the rebound. And here's Paris.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Ganesh with the steal. From deep Toprak. Yes, and it's Gouvon picking up the assist.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Outside Dumont. MP.
Three-pointer. Falls right in, and he is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Outside Gouvon. Here's Kaya.
And he drops in the layup off glass.
Well, credit Kaya with some major energy. When big men like him work hard on the glass, they sometimes get reward for it.
Here's MP for 3. Harris, another triple.
He's found a rhythm here in the third quarter, and you can sense it.